Hey guys, welcome to my unboxing of the Steelseries Rival 100 gaming mouse. I'll be unboxing it, reviewing the features, the feel, the LEDs. So, let's get to it. First things first, I'll give you guys a good look at the box and all the information on it. Here's the name, nice big picture of the mouse down here, Rival 100, best-in-class optical gaming mouse, compatible with Windows, Mac, anything that can accept a USB connection. Another detailed view of the mouse, a side view. On the back of the box, optical mouse has RGB illumination, rated at 30 million clicks, some information about the sensor, coatings. I'll get the box open here and we'll take a look at what's inside. The cord wrapped nicely on top, everything on the inside in a nice black sleeve. Here's the mouse, wired with USB. The mouse is a nice flat black color. Browser buttons on the side, forward and backward, DPI switch, mouse wheel with a solid click, pretty big travel on the buttons, and super smooth feet on the bottom. Here it is plugged in with a software setup and a quick overview of the illumination effects. It defaults to an orange glow, but it has other presets for blue, purple, yellow, and red. You can set any color you want, or choose the color shift option, which cycles through whatever colors you set. Pretty neat. The cord is standard black rubber and about 6 feet long, so it should work for most people's setups. The mouse has 5 buttons, forward and back on the side, DPI switch in the middle, left and right buttons, and the scroll wheel. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is a comparison to the Logitech G500, which is the mouse that this will be replacing. The Steelseries Rival 100 is a bit smaller than the G500, about the same length, but definitely thinner. Now for a side view, here's how the mice compare. One thing I do like about the Rival 100 is it's a very lightweight mouse. The G500, even with all the weights removed, is still pretty heavy, but the Rival 100 is really light. Here we are in the Steelseries Engine 3 configuration software, and this is where you can set your options like DPI, macros, illumination color, stuff like that. So when you first open it up, this is the screen that you'll be brought to, and if you click on the Rival 100, you can open the detailed options page for your mouse. Starting at the top, you have a live preview of the mouse, pointing out which button is which, and you can switch it to the left side to see obviously which one is forward and backward, and the illumination from the mouse wheel. So on the right you have your 2 sensitivity options, which you can toggle between using this center button. The sensitivity can be adjusted in steps of 250 CPI. Minimum is 250, maximum is 4000. I usually leave mine at 1250 and 2000. The next options are acceleration and deceleration, and if you don't know what those are, basically with no acceleration it means that regardless of how fast you move your mouse, it covers the same distance on screen as it does physically on your mouse pad. So the sensitivity never changes. But with extreme acceleration, if you move quickly, you can see it's jumping a lot further. So the faster you go, the higher the sensitivity increases. And it's the same thing with deceleration in the opposite end. The next option here is angle snapping. With angle snapping on, your mouse will tend to follow straight lines. With this mouse you can set the angle snapping really high, and in most cases, like with acceleration, you don't want angle snapping on. The next thing is polling rate, and that's basically how fast your mouse updates information to the computer. Over here you have different configurations, and those are basically just different profiles for the mouse, so you can have your default one and then maybe set one up for Minecraft or whatever. That will allow you to quickly switch options. All of the buttons on the mouse can be customized to whatever function you want, and those can be either the default function, keyboard buttons, macros, which I'll get into that in a second, media buttons, mouse buttons. You can also deactivate, use it to launch an application, configurations, use operating system shortcuts like the Windows key, or you can use them to start recording and stop recording a macro. Now, onto the macros. The SteelSeries Engine 3 software comes with a built-in macro recorder and editor. And what you can do with this is there's the basic text macro, and then there's the key press macro. And what that does is it records a series of button presses and key presses, along with the time that the buttons are held and the delay between buttons and key presses. The final thing is the illumination configuration. And here you can set it by RGB value, so literally any color that you want you can pick. But there are other options like color shift, which you can switch between as many colors as you want. Now there's multicolor breathe and single color breathe, which are both similar in that it goes from one color, fades to black, and then goes to a second color. And then the final option is to just disable the illumination in general. So there are all the options for this mouse. And if you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, please put them in the comments below. If you liked this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll try to get more tech review videos and unboxing videos in the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.